Okay, now who's seen cheese grating before?
A little bit.
I've seen the iron go into cheese.
Okay, alright, okay, well I'll talk you through as if you've seen nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is a cheese iron. I've just put that cheese iron into the cheese and I've now learned something about the cheese. I now have, the resistance of that iron going in has actually told me something about the cheese. So whoever's holding the iron actually knows more about it than anybody else. Okay, so I now already have an idea about that cheese. Okay, it's a nice full iron, it's a nice even colour, and when you smell that cheese, there's really not much aroma at all because it's a mild cheese. And with a mild cheese, you're not really expecting to have too much flavour. If you think that we're taking for retailer shelves mild cheddar at flavour 1 up to sort of flavour 5 in cheddar, you don't want to have a high flavoured mild, because where do you go for your medium, your mature and your ex-mature and your vintage? You need to have the steps to heaven, okay? On the back of the iron, you've got fat breakdown on the back of the iron, okay? That's a good sign. That's basically saying that the starter cultures that are in the cheese, when you make the cheese, you've seen the cheese making, they're breaking down the fats and proteins. So this cheese is now starting to break down. Now, if you break some of this cheese off between your thumb and forefinger, okay, and then break it down, you see cheese graters doing all this nonsense. Well, just so you know what we're doing, we're sort of feeling the body of it, we're looking at the texture of it, and we're also warming this cheese up. You should always eat cheese not straight from the fridge. Always take it out a couple of hours before you're going to eat it. Have it at room temperature and you have more flavour with cheese. But by warming it like that, if there's anything bad with that cheese, you enhance anything that could be wrong, and it's easier for me to detect as a grader. And also whatever's good about that cheese you enhance. Okay? So when you break it down, it stays in a fatty ball, nice and smooth. And then when you eat that cheese, if you eat that cheese now, you will think, that's got a bit more flavour than a normal mild cheese. The reason being, you've just played with that cheese, warmed it up, and you've enhanced the flavour. If you just take the cheese, just snap one piece off and just have a taste without it will now actually have slightly less flavour than the one you've just warmed up. Which is why you always eat cheese warmer rather than